Do men and women have the same levels of upper body strength, do you think?
I think it is possible for
Not at
a
all.
woman to be as strong as either one of you.
Not
Is
even
it me?
close. Not even close. That I don't know what that goofball's name is, but that guy that was like the male swimmer, he was a competitive swimmer. He ranked like 462 in the world, sucked, and then he decided that he wanted to identify as a woman. That he competed against women and came in first place and took all their medals. It's not even close. Like men and women have completely different levels of upper body strength. Men and women are very, very different. And I think that one of the big mistakes that women make is they try to like paint this canvas of everything's the same. Men get tattoos, so I can get tattoos. You know, men can be promiscuous without impunity, so can I. Right? It's like men and women are different in so many ways, and that's good. It's actually good. Like I don't want a carbon copy of myself. I'm not gay. I don't want to deal with a dude that's exactly like me. I want feminine. I want beauty. I want softness. I want culinary skills. I want things that complement my life that are different, right? And I think that one of the great mistakes that a lot of women make today, and I've noticed this over and over again, now that we've done a whole bunch of these sequences now, Moff, is that women tend to say like we're partners or we're equal or we're the same. Do you guys see the problem in that, or is that not something that you see? Because like clearly what is happening here for you gals is it's not working out for you. Like you've got two different kids from two different fathers. You're in a scenario where you're single in your 30s. You know, we've got Jillian who wants to be a stay-at-home mom, but she's spent, her youth essentially chasing excellence, climbing the corporate ladder, doing all these things to sort of become that version of herself. Like, do you see how this isn't really working out, or is it working out? I mean,
didn't I acknowledge that though?
Yeah, we've had some conversations about that, but I think that Jordan's, struggling with some of these concepts though.
Well, first of all, I'm content being single. I'm having fun. I'm not putting any pressure on that. If something comes along and it's the right fit, it's the right fit. They'll probably like tattoos, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry or really think.
There's an endless supply of men out there that will look past tattoos, look past your kids from two different fathers. There's loads of guys out there. Loads.
Yeah, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not.
But are they the kind of guys that you want to get with, that you'll invite into your life?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. How would I know?
How long have you been single now?
About a year and a half.
Okay, so a year and a half. And the last guy you said that you got divorced from, you end up paying him child support and alimony.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say it's fair to say that some of the choices you've made in the past aren't really working out for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that in the past year and a half, I've also realized where my faults and where, my level of discernment is not there or where I'd like it to be. So I've taken that in stride and I'm just moving forward and, whatever happens type of mentality. But yeah, I'm not really looking. I'm not out there searching. I would prefer to meet someone in the wild. And it's just hasn't really happened yet.
What sort of self-reflection, what sort of ownership, have you taken for your past?
So I'm quick to put on the rose-colored glasses and dismiss the things that I would see as a red flag. So I'm trying to be more
within
careful.
Yourself or with other people?
No, within other people.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to just look at things a little more cautiously.
And within yourself, what areas have you taken ownership for?
So a big issue in my past relationship was my communication. I was a big stonewaller. And I stopped doing that. Started opening it up and having an open line of communication in just every relationship, friendships, platonic relationships, whatever. So I think I got a lot better.
Have you changed any of your views or opinions on any of the 3 red flags that we've talked about, the single mom, the friendships, and the tattoos?
No.
So you think that men and women can be friends?
Yes.
Sounds like you're still stonewalling.
No, that is not stonewalling. Stonewalling is, I am having a discussion with you about it. Stonewalling is saying, I will not have this discussion with you.
Refusing to engage.
You're locking out other ideas, right? And I'm not saying
I'm not. I completely welcomed this conversation. Just because I disagree with you, that is not stonewalling.
Okay. Well, tomato, I guess then.
No, it's the definition.
Is it?
Yes, stonewalling
Because
means I will not engage with you.
okay, but Jordan, I mean, like, let's be honest here, right? Like, the results I've gotten out of my life are far better than the results you've gotten out of your life. I charge people $5,000 an hour for my time privately when I have consults with them. I deal with athletes, actors, politicians, entrepreneurs. I'm trying to be useful, to you here and offer some value. But you're sitting there going, nope, 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 nope. If it comes, sort of thing.
Do
Like,
you ever think
I
that maybe your
genuinely care.
delivery has something to do with people absorbing your message?
My delivery.
I
So
also didn't
how should I
ask
deliver it?
for.
I don't know. You seem to really lack any sort of compassion or humility. It seems to be a lot of wanting to catch people in their mistakes or what they've done wrong to prove your point. And it seems really weird, honestly. Like,
It
I
seems
have a
weird that I'm
hard time
taking
believing that someone wants to pay you $5,000 for that. And I mean, good for you. That's amazing. But at the same time, it doesn't
It's not.
shock me
It's
that
not
females
someone.
wouldn't
It's
want to be friends
thousands
with
of
you.
guys I've dealt with now, right?
Oh,
Like, I
that's
have this insight
amazing.
for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. But like, I mean, I feel like what you're trying to do is kind of like the Jordan Peterson thing. But to be honest with you, he has
Jordan
all of,
Peterson. I don't even like Jordan
yeah,
Peterson's stuff. How is this a
I
Jordan
can
Peterson thing?
tell that you wouldn't. I can tell that you wouldn't.
He's got an absurd series on his Daily Wire, a 3-part series where he marches men into the slaughterhouse of marriage, offers no useful advice whatsoever. Just man up, lift up your skirt, be a man, take your vows, and get married. That's his advice.
Have you engaged with like his book 12 Rules for Life or anything like that?
Yeah, it's very average. It's very basic. Stand
And
up
you think
straight,
what
clean your
you're
room, wash your dick. It's basic stuff.
and you think what you're offering is different
It's absolutely
and
different. It's
better?
actually useful.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know about that, Rich. I feel like you lack the depth and the wisdom that he has.
You're a
But you have
35-year-old that's single that ran through her 20s and early 30s climbing the corporate ladder. You've made some mistakes here, yeah?
I didn't say that I didn't.
Yeah.
You haven't made mistakes in your life, Rich?
We've all made mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? What was your point in saying that?
Well,
You were trying to invalidate my point of view by saying that I made mistakes in my past?
I'm trying to hold you to the fire here. Like, I'm trying to make it clear to you that there's certain things in life that require ownership. And I think that a lot of no, you don't think that you should take ownership for certain things in life?
I think I did take ownership. I think you sound very condescending when you say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I keep hearing you say that you want me to deliver the message differently. So how should I deliver the message?
I think that you should do a better job at empathizing with people and their positions and what they've gone through. I mean, obviously, someone like Jordan, you keep pointing out that she's a single mom and she has 2 kids with 2 different dads, and you keep kind of holding that up as this way to almost discredit her and discredit her position, which I don't think she's saying that she hasn't made mistakes and done something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But to be quite honest, you sound like an asshole. And the truth is, you might have like really good points, but they're not landing because of the way you're positioning yourself. It's weird.
So again, I mean, I'm asking you for a better solution. So whenever somebody criticizes me and says, I don't like the way that you say something or you've done something or the advice that you've dispensed, what is your better solution?
My better solution is to maybe engage with people a little more and try to understand their position.
I'm asking you what your solution is to many of these problems that I've tackled. Like, for example, if we're talking about vetting, where we're going to vet somebody for a long-term relationship, and I dispense advice like, hey guys, you probably shouldn't deal with a woman that's got, male friends, right? Like, you're exposing your relationship to unnecessary risk, right? Like, I'm looking for some guidance from you, Jillian, because you're offering it. And I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm not trying to do it any other way than just what is your better solution to a lot of the problems that I've tackled here.
So I wasn't talking about that point in particular. I was talking about, generally speaking, the way you've conducted yourself in this conversation. Like, it seems like you keep holding up people's past mistakes as a way of discrediting them.
Well, aren't you supposed to learn from your past mistakes? Like, isn't that why we're talking about them?
Yeah, I don't think any of us are arguing that. Okay. But for some reason, you keep asserting yourself as more intelligent than me because of the fact that I'm 35 and single, and you're old with a girlfriend and rich.
I'm still trying to get some clarity here from you, Jillian, on how you would solve the problems that I've tackled, aside from being nicer.
That's not the advice I was giving you.
Jill,
Yeah,
I think the problem
that's
here
what I'm
is
trying to
that
get to is what advice to tackle the problems that I've dealt with are you dispensing? Because you're criticizing. So I'm saying,
Yeah.
fine, you know, be a critic. You don't like what I'm talking about, or you don't like how I deliver what I talk about. So what is your solution?
I don't like, no. I don't, no, you're misunderstanding me. I don't like the way you're addressing the people in this conversation.
So you agree with what I'm saying? You just don't like how I deliver what I'm saying.
I've disagreed with some of what you're saying, but I've agreed with some of what you said too.
You see how we go in some circles with this, right? Like
Not really.
I'm completely open to the criticism. I welcome the criticism. I want critics to come on these shows and have these conversations because I think they're great conversations.
Yeah.
But I want you to bring a solution to the problem.
Yeah. So my solution would be when someone opens up to you and they say, hey, like, you know, I'm 35. I climbed the corporate ladder. I wish I would have done things different. And I'm trying to navigate the dating world.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having a conversation and you keep saying, well, Jillian, you're 35 and spent your 20s climbing the corporate ladder. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like the way that you're holding those things up and the way that you're addressing us with those things, it comes across as condescending, where it's like you might have a great message and a great solution, but that's going to fall on deaf ears when you preface it that way. You are not more intelligent than us. You are not more valuable than us just because, you know, you have a different perspective or you have different results. We're just trying to have a conversation, and it seems like you're trying to assert yourself as...
We're talking about feelings here, so Jillian, like I get it. Let's just take the feelings. We'll set those aside for a minute. What I'm trying to get from you here, what I'm trying to get to here is you've criticized some of the things that we've talked about. Jordan is openly criticizing. I mean, she said that she disagrees with most of what I say. I am inviting you to provide a solution to a lot of the common problems that exist. And I mean, the stuff that we've talked about is mostly dating and relationships. I'm inviting you to bring some solutions to me that are better, aside from I don't like your tone, right?
That's really not what I said. You're putting words in my mouth. And I feel like
You're
that's another way
saying
of
that you don't like the
discrediting what I'm saying. No, that's not what I said. Your tone is fine. It's the way you're
the
addressing
delivery,
it.
the tone, the way it's being addressed.
What you're saying.
But what are your better
saying.
solutions? Okay, so let's set that aside. Emotions aside, fine. What is the better solution to all of these problems? Anyone, pick anyone, you know, that I've addressed, and just let me know what your better solution is to that problem. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here, and pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.